Hey everyone, I'm Scott Stokely, and this video is all about my first impressions of Australia. And we're about an hour north of Brisbane in a town called Noosa, which is actually in a rainforest on the coast, which is very surreal but really neat. In fact, I'm talking quietly because it's like 5:30 in the morning right now, because we were awoken to the sound of hundreds of birds, or as they call them in Australia, birds. And once we got up, had a cup of coffee, thought, I have not made a video in a while, so here we go. We'll get to the disc golf stuff in a minute. A lot of the videos while we travel are gonna be non-disc golf stuff because we're traveling the world and it's not all disc golf. All right, so right off the bat, I'm gonna start with pissing everybody in Australia off. I'm so sorry to do this, but Australia, you guys got the worst drivers in the entire world. It's not even close. Literally every single person in Australia drives on the wrong side of the road. Oh, and if you try to drive on the correct side, they honk at you and they yell at you. So D- in the driving category. That's probably the only negative thing about Australia so far, though. Everything else has been amazing. I was told everything in Australia wanted to murder you dead. I have not seen one great white shark, box jellyfish, saltwater crocodile, drop bear, nothing. The only things in Australia that have wanted to murder me have been those terrible drivers, which again, that's on them, not me. Myths. There were some myths we need to dispel about Australia, everybody. All right, when you're in the US, everyone says the toilets spin the opposite direction. It's a myth. The toilets down here don't spin at all. They're actually bolted to the floor. Now, technically the water could spin, but it doesn't. The water shoots straight down and is sucked with this loud vacuum down the pipes. Now, I don't know for sure that I was afraid of being sucked into a toilet when I was 3 years old, but I kind of suspect I was at this point, because the first time I heard the vacuum, I got this immediate case of PTSD. It was utterly terrifying. It basically sounded like an airplane toilet, except you're not in an airplane. So yeah, toilets, scary. They do call things differently down here, not just calling birds birds, but they call ketchup tomato paste. They call takeout takeaway. That's easy. Here's the confusing one. They don't have speed bumps down here. They have speed humps. Now, I always thought speed humps were those things you did with your partner when she was going to be late for work. No. Speed humps are what they put on the ground to keep those terrible drivers from driving too fast. Now, as far as the disc golf, I only got to play one course so far. I'm going to getting to prepare for Australian National Championships in a few days. But I went out to this course called Meridian Downs, and this is the exciting part for me about the disc golf here. I wanted to go back in time. It's like this disc golf midlife crisis. I wanted to revisit my youth. And I think, at least I suspect, that disc golf in these other countries are going to be like just the same as disc golf in the US, but at a different point of our sports timeline. So this course, Meridian Downs, it's this beautiful 9-hole course. Every hole's like, 80 to 100 meters long. They're not long, but they're fun lines through eucalyptus trees and I don't know, mangrove, maybe, I'm not sure. But manicured grass, there's a river going through the park. It's a cool little park. I've been there twice. Not another person in the course. Now, that's both good and bad. We want more people to play, but in the US, we're all pretty much complaining now how you can't just go out and goof off on a course because every course is packed. So, grass is always greener, right? Down here, like nobody's on this beautiful course yet. Australia, enjoy it while it lasts, because our sport will hit critical mass down here as well. And when it does, all your courses will be packed and you'll never be able to go out and get around or get any solitude when you play. So enjoy it now. It won't be that way forever, for sure. Now, I did do one clinic out here. And one of the things I was worried about was I do this thing in the US that's really fun, which is when I do a clinic, like let's say it's in Alabama, I always make jokes about Oregon. And the people in Alabama love it. And they're like, yeah, he's one of us. Woo, yeah, Alabama. And they pump their fists. Well, when I go out to Oregon, I make jokes about Alabama. And they don't pump their fists, they pump their peace signs, but they're like, yeah, he's one of us, right? It's like this old pro wrestling trick. Like if you're wrestling in New York, you wear a Yankees jersey. Then when you wrestle in Boston, you wear a Red Sox jersey. And like, it just works. It's human nature, we're tribal. So I wasn't sure if that would work here. But I realized that when I'm in Australia, all I gotta do is make fun of New Zealand. And what the people in Australia don't know is that when I go to New Zealand, I'm gonna make fun of Australia. And everybody's gonna think I'm one of them. Unless they watch this video, in which case I'm outed, but whatever. Everyone here is so nice, they probably are gonna be cool to me no matter what, because it's been perfect, it's been amazing. I'm gonna make more and more updates, lots more disc golf stuff coming for sure. But on this world tour, it's not all about disc golf. There's a lot more fun stuff here, and I hope you all are interested in that. Final thing, if you search for Scott Stokely Adventures on Facebook, that's all of my non-disc golf content you're gonna find on my Facebook page, and Scott Stokely Adventures. So if you're interested in the non-disc golf stuff, awesome. If you're only interested in disc golf stuff, just skip over the non-disc golf videos, and there'll be plenty of tutorials and tournament updates as well. So thank you, everybody, and be sure to check out my 6-month online Become a Complete Disc Golfer class at scottstokely.net. Having a blast. I'll keep you all updated.